Hi, it's me, Issa Rae, huge science fan. Right now in the science community, scientists are trying really hard to find water on Mars, but I'm like, can y'all focus on finding clean water in Watts first? Because right now the water is so bad that people in Watts are living 12 years less than people in LA. It's basically Flint with palm trees. But even the palm trees are like, don't water me with that. But there is one person and one scientist who cares, and we're gonna learn all about her wonderful work tonight. Representing the Better Watts initiative, please welcome UCLA Ph.D. student, Dani Hoague.
Thanks, Issa. My name is Dani Hoague, and I am a rising third-year PhD student at UCLA. At IoES, I study environmental justice and science and technology studies. I grew up in Altadena, California, and that's where NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory is located. So I grew up just playing around the river, and that's how I found my interest in the environment. When I got to college, I actually figured out that it was a contaminated site, and there were 34 residents there who contracted Hodgkin's disease as a result of rocket fuel dumped in the 1940s and 50s. That was really perplexing to me, so I found out what environmental justice was, which is creating equitable conditions where people live, work, and play. And I did some research and found out where other contaminated communities are, and that's how I got started with my work in Watts. The people of Watts are actually experiencing abject poverty, food insecurity, housing insecurity, unemployment, as well as a 12 years shorter lifespan than people who live in the richest areas of LA. All of these issues are really taking the front seat in front of environmental issues. The neighborhood of Watts is extremely gerrymandered. The people here have lowered political representation and experience malign neglect on behalf of their elected officials. Departments that are responsible for the cleanup of lead and other substances. No amount of lead is safe for the human body. A lead paint chip no larger than a fingernail is enough to induce death or a coma in a toddler. 1/10 of that amount will cause severe cognitive damage for the rest of a kid's life. That can lead to lower IQ, ADHD, hyperviolent behaviors, and we see those in the school system and in the larger community. So what is happening in Watts is not people's fault. It's a systemic issue and needs to be addressed on the governmental level. Our goal as the Better Watts initiative is to solve some of these problems by offering our research experience, scientific information, and any kind of policy experience that we have. UCLA's Institute of the Environment and Sustainability is a perfectly positioned institute to deal with what's happening in Watts. So not only do we have people who are well versed in the scientists, but they also have input from policy people, from legal help. You name it, there's always a person in IoES who knows. We can get help for the people in Watts and achieve equality through the environment.